Every day, we're surrounded by a sea of decisions, ranging from the trivial to the significant. These decisions, whether it's what cereal to have for breakfast, which road to take to the office, or where to invest your hard-earned money, mold our existence. But, have ever paused to consider the intricacies of decision-making? It's a process far beyond just selecting between options A or B. It's a complex procedure influenced by numerous factors. Now, before we venture further, I want to take a moment to express a warm welcome to all of you. I appreciate your decision to join us on this thrilling exploration. Together, we'll uncover the art of decision-making. We'll dig into the role of emotions, biases, and external influences in our decisions, which often leave us second-guessing our choices. To master the art of decision-making is to grasp this process, its subtle elements, and make decisions that resonate with our core values. It's about steering your life's ship, one decision at a time. So let's dive deep and initiate our exploration this intriguing subject. It's the perfect occasion to unravel the enigma surrounding decisions and equip ourselves with ability to make choices that pave the way to a more satisfying life. Decision-making is not as straightforward as it seems. It's a complex process influenced by a myriad of factors. What we often perceive as a simple choice between A and B is, in reality, a labyrinth of complexities that can baffle even the wisest among us. Let's unpack this labyrinth, shall we? At the core of decision-making, we find emotions, biases, and external factors. Each plays a significant role in shaping the decisions we make. Emotions, for instance, can cloud our judgment, leading us to make choices that may not be in our best interest. On the other hand, biases, both conscious and unconscious, can skew our perspective, making us favor certain outcomes over others. And then there are external factors. These are the influences outside of our control. The societal pressures, the ticking clock, the expectations of others. These factors can steer our decision-making process, often without us even realizing it. Moving deeper into the psychology of decision-making, we encounter cognitive biases. These mental shortcuts can lead us astray, causing us to make decisions based on faulty reasoning. Take confirmation bias, for example, which is our tendency to favor information that confirms our existing beliefs, while ignoring contradictory evidence. Or consider the sunk cost fallacy, which compels us to continue with a decision, simply because we've already invested time, effort, or resources, even when it's clear that continuing is not the best course of action. These biases, while they can be helpful in speeding up our decision-making process, can also lead us down the wrong path. They can cause us to overlook important details, make rash decisions, or stick with choices that are no longer serving us. Understanding these complexities is the first step towards making informed decisions. By acknowledging the influence of emotions, biases, and external factors, and by becoming aware of the cognitive biases that can cloud our judgment, we can begin to navigate the labyrinth of decision-making with greater clarity and confidence. And in doing so, we can make decisions that are not only well-informed, but also truly aligned with our goals, values, and the life we want to live. We've seen the challenging nature of decision-making, right? Now, let's gradually unfold some structured techniques that can support us in making decisions that are well-informed. First things first, let's take some time to understand the risk-reward concept. This concept asks us to evaluate the possible outcomes of a decision. It could be likened to a seesaw. On one side, there's the potential for gains, the rewards. Conversely, on the other side, we find potential losses, the risks. Here, the aim is to discover a state of equilibrium where potential rewards surpass the risks. To paint a clearer picture, let's consider an entrepreneur pondering over an investment in a new venture. The risk could be a financial setback, but the reward might be a significant profit and expansion. The judgment call lies in if the potential reward justifies the risk taken. Next, let's slowly delve into the cost-benefit analysis. This systematic approach aids us in evaluating the advantages and disadvantages of a decision. Visualize a traditional weighing scale. On one side, we place the benefits, and on the opposite side, we place the costs. Typically, the decision that tips the scale towards the benefits is the choice that serves us better. For instance, imagine a student caught in a dilemma between studying for an exam or enjoying a party. The cost of studying might be missing out on a delightful time, but the benefit would be an improved grade. The student has to make a choice. Is the advantage of a better grade worth the cost of not attending the party? Lastly, let's traverse the world of decision trees. These graphical displays illustrate potential outcomes and their associated probabilities. Visualize a tree where each branch represents a decision and its possible consequences. For instance, a company considering the launch of a new product might find a decision tree handy to outline probable outcomes: a successful launch, a moderate success, or each with their unique probabilities. This visual tool helps to simplify convoluted decisions. One thing to bear in mind is that these frameworks don't offer bulletproof solutions. They're merely tools designed to assist us, not to offer conclusive solutions. They mandate careful consideration and sound judgment. The intricacies and unpredictability of the real world often transcend what these frameworks can encapsulate. However, they do offer a structure, a foundation to base our decision-making process upon. Ultimately, the effectiveness of our decisions largely depends on how adeptly we utilize these frameworks. An entrepreneur who meticulously weighs risks and rewards, a student who thoughtfully considers costs and benefits, and a company that skillfully employs decision trees are more likely to make decisions that are well-informed. Incorporating these frameworks into our decision-making approach can lead to profound changes. They can bolster our confidence in decision-making and alleviate regret. They can guide us through the labyrinth of life's complexities, from personal decisions about our education and career to business decisions pertaining to investments and strategy. Remember, these frameworks offer a structured approach to decision-making, simplifying our navigation through complicated choices. Therefore, should you find yourself at a crossroads, recall these frameworks. Let them serve as your guide, your compass, steering you towards decisions that are well-informed and sound. Ultimately, the mastery of decision-making is not about perfection, but about making informed choices that withstand the test of time. Emotions play a significant role in our decisions, but how can we manage these emotional influences? It's a question that has baffled thinkers for centuries, and the answer lies in the art of emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence, or EQ, is the ability to understand, use, and manage your emotions in positive ways. It's about recognizing your feelings, understanding what they're telling you, and making informed decisions that take those feelings into account. Now, you may be wondering, how does this play into decision-making? Well, decision-making isn't just a logical process, it's a human one. Emotions are like the undercurrent of a river, silently influencing the direction of our thoughts and actions. They can push us to take risks or hold us back from opportunities. They can cloud our judgment or provide invaluable insights. That's why understanding and managing our emotions is crucial in the process of decision-making. Let's take an example. Imagine you're deciding between two job offers. One is a high-paying position with a company you don't resonate with, and the other is a lower-paying job at a company whose mission aligns with your values. Logically, the high-paying job seems the better choice. But emotionally, you feel more drawn to the second job. This is where emotional intelligence comes in. It allows you to recognize your feelings, understand why you're feeling that way, and factor that into your decision. But how can we manage these emotional influences to make informed decisions? One effective technique is the pause technique. This method encourages us to momentarily step back when faced with a decision, especially when emotions run high. It's like pressing the pause button on a movie, allowing you to take a breather, reflect on your feelings, and consider the larger picture. When you pause, you give yourself the chance to calm down and think clearly. You allow yourself to question if your initial reaction is the best response or if it's simply a knee-jerk reaction fueled by heightened emotions. By doing so, you ensure that your decisions are not impulsive but well thought out, taking into account not just the present moment, but your long-term goals as well. So the next time you find yourself in the throes of a tough decision, remember to press pause. Allow yourself to feel, understand, and manage your emotions. This way, you ensure that your decision is not just a reaction to the present, but a step towards your desired future. In the grand scheme of things, emotional intelligence is not just about making better decisions. It's about leading a more fulfilling life. It's about understanding ourselves on a deeper level and navigating the world with empathy and wisdom. By managing our emotions, we can make decisions that are not just reactive, but also align with our future aspirations. So, harness the power of your emotions. Let them inform you, guide you, but never control you. Because in the end, you are the master of your decisions, and your decisions shape your destiny. Informed decisions require information. But what kind of information should we gather and how should we evaluate it? In the world of decision-making, data is your compass and your map. It guides you through the dense forest of possibilities, helping you navigate towards the best possible outcome. Data-driven decision-making, therefore, is like having a trustworthy guide on your journey. It's about gathering relevant, accurate, and timely information, analyzing it, and using it to guide your decisions. But where does this data come from? Well, it comes from a variety of sources. It could be from research studies, analytics, market trends, customer feedback, or even your own past experiences. The key here is to gather information from reliable sources, ensuring its credibility. However, data alone isn't enough. After all, numbers can be interpreted in many ways, and sometimes they might not tell the whole story. This is where expert opinions come into play. Experts, with their years of experience and deep understanding of a particular field, can provide insights that raw data might not reveal. They can help you interpret the data, spot trends, and make predictions. But remember, no single expert holds the monopoly on wisdom. Therefore, it's crucial to seek diverse perspectives. Different people with their unique experiences and viewpoints can offer fresh insights, challenge your assumptions, and help you see the bigger picture. This diversity of thought can significantly enhance the quality of your decisions. So, how do we evaluate all this information? Start by checking its source and reliability. Then analyze it critically, looking for patterns, trends, and anomalies. Question its implications and consider its relevance to your decision. Don't just accept the information at face value, but delve deeper, contemplating its underlying meaning and potential impact. In summary, informed decision-making involves gathering relevant data, seeking expert opinions, and considering diverse perspectives. It's about evaluating this information critically, challenging assumptions, and making connections. Armed with the right information, we can make decisions that not only suit our present circumstances, but also our future goals. Decisions we make today will impact our lives in the future. But how can we ensure we're making decisions that will benefit us in the long run? This is a question that echoes in the minds of many. The key to making decisions that will stand the test of time lies in two critical components: considering long-term consequences and aligning decisions with personal values. Let's delve deeper into these aspects. Firstly, let's consider the long-term consequences. Imagine you're standing at the edge of a pool, preparing to dive in. The decision to dive isn't just about the immediate thrill of the plunge. It's also about the ripples that will spread across the water, the splash you'll make, and the sensation of the cool water enveloping you. Just like this dive, each decision we make creates ripples in our lives, affecting not just our immediate future, but also the days, months, and years to come. Therefore, when making a decision, it's crucial to consider the long-term effects. This might mean thinking about how the decision will affect your career 5 years down the line, or how it might influence your relationships or personal well-being. Will this decision bring you closer to your goals, or might it create obstacles in your path? Now let's move on to the second component: aligning decisions with personal values. Our values serve as our inner compass, guiding us through life's twists and turns. They reflect who we are and what we stand for, and they can be a powerful tool in decision-making. When our decisions align with our values, they resonate with our authentic selves. They feel right, not just in the moment, but also in the long term. For instance, if one of your core values is family, a decision to relocate for a job might not feel right if it means spending less time with your loved ones. On the other hand, if your value is career progression, the same decision might feel like the right move. So how can we align our decisions with our values? It starts with understanding what our values are. Take some time to reflect on what truly matters to you. Is it love, success, creativity? Once you have a clear understanding of your values, use them as a guidepost in your decision-making process. By thinking long-term and aligning our decisions with our values, we can steer our lives in the direction we desire. It's like being the captain of a ship, charting out the course and navigating through the waters. We might encounter storms along the way, but with our compass in hand and our eyes on the horizon, we can navigate through them and keep moving towards our destination. Remember, the choices we make today shape our tomorrow, so let's make them count. Let's make them thoughtful. Let's make them resonate with who we are and who we aspire to be. Because it's not just about making decisions, it's about making decisions that matter. By thinking long-term and aligning our decisions with our values, we can steer our lives in the direction we desire. We've journeyed through the labyrinth of decision-making today, shedding light on the complex strategies for making informed choices. We've dug deep into its nuances, reiterating that it's much more than a mere selection between A and B. We explored the psychological elements of choices, the sway of biases and emotions, and therein molding our decisions. we sailed through various frameworks that steer decision-making. The equilibrium of risks, rewards, and potential outcomes were all scrutinized. We introduced the methodical technique of cost-benefit analysis, a tool to balance decisions. We also brushed upon decision trees, a visual guide for intricate decisions. We spotlighted the significance of emotional intelligence in decision-making and unveiled the pause technique. We underscored the significance of data-driven decision-gathering pertinent information, soliciting expert views, and considering a variety of viewpoints to boost the quality of decisions. We wrapped up with the notion of long-term thinking and its influence on decisions. These strategies are adaptable to various facets of life, big or small. Mastery in the craft of decision-making could revolutionize your life. Don't forget, every you make is a stride towards your future. Make it worthwhile. Now that we've journeyed together through the intricate world of decision-making, it's time for you to take the reins. Begin to incorporate these strategies into your daily choices. Use the balance of risks, rewards, and potential outcomes as your guide. Try the pause technique and observe its impact. Apply tools like cost-benefit analysis and decision trees for informed decisions. Share your experiences and challenges in the comments. Your insights could guide others towards better choices. Remember, every decision is a step forward. Finally, decision-making is a craft that needs continuous practice. Let's start this journey together, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more insights.